But so the only other thing we'll say, as I've told these men, have no massive desire to jump right into another Let's Play if we ever did one again. It tore our friendship apart. We hate each other now.
I hate you.
And
I hate you too.
Adam's stroking Kieran. We'll get a photo of it later. Not in the... Well, we won't get a photo of that. We'll get a photo of the pertinent bits. So...
bits.
So... But
Make it any better.
we might as well throw out the ideas of games we think we might play next. The 2 people watching this can do a big vote on the comments.
Oh.
So, I mean... I just mentioned stuff I haven't finished playing. I'm not hugely jonesed to play it. I don't know if there's a big reason, because I'm sure there's other Let's Plays on it. But, you know, there's like... I don't know. I'm kind of in the mind of... I know we can suggest other stuff. For me, adventure games are a big one because I have a lot of bullshit to say about them. I feel I understand them better than any other game.
Yeah.
Do you have something to say?
I mean, I was going to suggest maybe... well, for one thing, I want to do a good game next.
Right. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
But that's so overdone.
The thing is, yeah. I mean, we'll probably end up doing games that somebody else has done. My feeling was we can do something as sort of a counterpoint. So I did just mention the 2 games, which, fine, like a vampire story.
I mean, I'll try Discworld. I know a little bit about the books.
Discworld is... The puzzles don't make any sense. And you know what? The dialogue is... It's rambling inane shit, just on and on and on. And
yeah,
I just remember...
that kind of sounds like Discworld.
I just remember my friend and I who tried to play Bud Tucker... Discworld, I just felt it like crushing both of us, and we just got to a point with the talking where I just felt the mood in the room. We were just like, no, we were just like, we can't play this. I don't know if I can take it. I mean, okay, the thing is, I think a lot of these stuffs, which is what we're gonna call games from now on, a lot of these stuffs already have Let's Plays to them, so we need to have a decent ass reason to play them. So I mean,
or at least a good gimmick.
Yeah. So the ones in my mind. The thing is, we do want to play, not that it's really an adventure game, we want to play Heavy Rain because I have lots to say about David Cage and his head, and his face, and his voice. So, I'd like to do Heavy Rain, but we don't really have the capabilities to screen capture. We don't think. We might have to look into that. People can donate us lots of money. We'll do a Kickstarter, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
But we do want to do Heavy Rain. We have the idea of doing a Heavy Rain autistic version where we try to play, which, sorry, autistic people watching, but, I mean, how'd you get on the internet anyway? You should be supervised. So, we are...
Take that, Asperger's people.
Careful, they're the most vitriolic subsect of our fanbase.
Yeah, but they're on the internet.
Yeah, they can't touch us. The internet's in another
anything,
zone.
Oh, okay.
So, but we want to do this version of it where we kind of just wander around the game doing as bad as possible. And just see what happens. Because I've tried playing it, and I did things like at the beginning, your wife tells you to can you take the groceries from me? And I just went and stood under the staircase and stared at the bottom of the staircase until she got fed up. So I mean, that kind of stuff would be loads of fun, but I mean, I don't know if we can actually do that without money happening. So maybe not immediately, but that's an idea. Yeah. Adventure game-wise, more standard stuff. One big one was Grim Fandango. Of course, there's loads of Let's Plays about it, but it was kind of just as a counterpoint to this being such a giant piece of shit. Yeah. This Grim Fandango came out like same year, almost?
I think so.
Next year, the next year after this.
And it's a much, much, much better game, and neither Kieran nor Adam has played it. I have played it. I don't remember it that well, and I want to play it again.
Beginning, I don't know how far I got in.
I mean, yeah, I played the demo.
Okay.
I remember getting to the human world where everything was like one of those paintings.
Right. That's very, very early, yeah. But I'm willing to play that, and you know, just in terms of in counterpoint to Bud Tucker, maybe we'll have stuff to say about it.
A while ago, I thought of Sanitarium.
Right, and I'd be fine with Sanitarium too because Sanitarium has a really good plot. It's a surprisingly good plot for like a game. Period. Because I think most video games have terrible plots. It's pretty good. The puzzles suck, but the benefit of that is Kieran's the only one who hasn't played it. Yeah. And there are times where the puzzles are just bullshit, and we can tell you. But it's also an interesting game because just at the time it came out, there's a lot of weird shit in it. Like the action portions, you can see what they were... it's in the middle of a strange development period in gaming.
What year was Sanitarium?
I don't know. 90s.
Wait a second, let's see.
You can find out.
Let's see what smartphone says.
Okay.
Well, late 90s or...
I feel probably late 90s, but I'm not positive. But Sanitarium, yeah, it's a really interesting gameplay, and again, I'm sure some people have done it, but I got crap loads to say about it. I've written a giant essay about it, actually, which I can put a link to if you want to already read it. It's sort of got my opinions on adventure gaming on the whole, if you care.
I have a question. Does your giant write-up have this picture?
No, I could try to add that in. And then the only other thing...
You're upsetting my pores.
The only other thing I think I thought of was just because I have found one more game...
Pros, actually, sorry.
Yes. There's one other game I found that I don't think there's a Let's Play out there of. I found lots of Let's Plays of it in German.
Which?
English. It is called Orion Burger, and I know nothing about it. But I keep
Orion
seeing it
Burger.
mentioned as a game nobody's...
I feel like I've heard of it.
1998.
1998.
Sanitarium?
Oh, wow.
1998.
Okay.
So a year after Grim Fandango.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Orion Burger, just because I don't think there's an English Let's Play of it. I have to make sure this game actually exists in
Orion
English,
Burger?
actually.
Wait, what the shit's Orion Burger?
It's an adventure game. It's one of these, like, forgotten ones. I don't know how good it is. I don't know. So, that's my other idea. And then beyond that, I guess it's, like, branching out into genres, other genres, but...
I guess, I know people have done, I kind of had the idea to do, what's it called, No More Heroes, but I think people have already done that before.
That's
Well, of
probably
course.
been done to
And
death,
and I mean, the
so
one...
Maybe, so maybe Lollipop Chainsaw?
The thing is, I want to play
I don't
these
even
on my own.
I have
That's
it,
the
yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
But again, we can't capture that yet, so I mean,
Yeah,
I don't...
that's that. Yeah.
I mean, the reasoning... The one thing I yes, sorry.
Killer 7.
Killer 7's fucking weird.
Yeah.
But again...
I think people have done it before, though.
Of course.
Yeah, that's...
But most of the stuff we're going to find people have done it, as long as we have something to do about it. But that makes it slightly unique in some capacity. But I mean, the one reason I kind of aim towards adventure games is because there is this sense to me that you don't really have to be the one controlling them, enjoy them. I think they're a really good communal gameplay thing, because
Right.
I mean... You know, it's not like fun for me to click the fucking verbs. I don't care.
Click the nail.
Yeah, that's no fun. So I mean,
Oh, I kind of...
it's a sort of joint experience.
What I kind of thought of. Shadow of Destiny.
Oh right. Far as I know, I loathe that game with a passion. But it's extremely story driven. We may be able to get it on PC. I'm not sure. We might be able to get it on an emulator.
PC, yeah.
I owned it at one time. If that helps
I own
anybody,
it. I do own it.
You do own it.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
don't know
legal.
what Shadow of Destiny is. I know what Spear of Destiny is.
Yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, and I mean, it's just...
I mean, but I think it's like one of the closest things I've seen to a Japanese adventure game.
There's a couple of
I mean,
those.
that's not like a visual novel.
Okay. It's fucking boring. I know people love it. I fucking hate it. I would probably scream at it though. I was bored shitless. All the shit came out of me in my boredom. I don't know. I tried some and I was like, fuck that. It bored me so much. But I'm willing to try, but it would probably be another case of me being full of hate and I'd take it out on you guys.
Well, that sounds so far par for the course.
Yeah.
And it makes for good entertainment.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess we have to decide if we want to actually do something that is half decent, something we know nothing about, like Orion Burger, or I mean, my top choices are, Heavy Rain, but we can't really do that yet unless we invest money in it. Orion Burger, maybe. Then Sanitarium, Grim Fandango. Those are kind of my ideas at the moment. But, yeah, there are other more, obscured. But, oh, yeah, and we also have I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
Oh, yeah.
Which I hear is extremely unforgiving, but is cool and fucked up. I think we'll probably die at every turn and we'll have to cheat like mad. But, I don't know.
We'll probably have to play through the game, then do a perfect playthrough.
Nah, it doesn't happen. I don't play games like that. Almost always they're going to be doing blind, unless I've already played it. And most of these games that I already played, I mean, it's fine because I forget most of it. And it's good enough because I know enough that if we get really stuck, I can go, no, okay. I'd say to do a counterpoint, because since Bud Tucker was ripping so heavily off of it, I'd say to do Day of the Tentacle just because it's perfect puzzle design.
Yeah.
But the only reason I wouldn't bother with that is because it wouldn't be any fun for me. I've played it so many times that I've got my muscle memory remembers what to do.
Yeah.
I don't even have to remember. I just start gravitating towards the right parts of the screen.
Oh, yeah.
I played it too much.
I played it 10 years after what? We were in middle school. When were we in elementary school?
90 elementary school?
Yeah.
Was 95?
Yeah, Yeah, I picked it up like more than 10 years afterwards, and I pretty much remembered it perfectly.
Yeah.
No.
And I played it like 50. I played it so many times.
It was 90 to 93.
Okay. I played it so many times that I just... It's in there, you know. Grim Fandango is not. Sanitarium is pretty easy. Sanitarium, honestly, is a bad game, in my opinion. It's just that the story is easy. It's just not a very
story
good
makes
game.
up for it.
So it's good that we've played it, because it wouldn't ruin Kieran's life too much. If we did Grim Fandango, Adam would like to try to control it. Good luck, sucker!
Sure.
So, I don't know, we've thrown our ideas out there.
And we've also talked
wants...
longer than we played in this video.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
well, that's fine. And it's better than the game. We're
Yeah.
great. We're great.
Yeah, and we have a fully anatomical display there
Of a thing.
of an ant.
My habbers are excited.
So, we've done it. The list I've got one more time is Heavy Rain. Sort of impossible, but Heavy Rain's in there. Kickstarter's coming, guys. Kickstarter's coming. We need some sort of video capture card, guys. Because I know we got the big following. Heavy Rain, Orion Burger.
Whatever the shit Orion Burger is.
Whatever the shit it is, assuming I can find it in English. Grim Fandango and Sanitarium. And then Arthur's Teacher Trouble. And Donald Duck's Playground.
Oh, thank you.
And if there's anything else anybody else wants to rattle off that I will disagree with immediately.
Shadow of Destiny. Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow Man.
There is a connection.
It's a dark connection.
Dark Shadows.
That's a...
I don't think there's a game.
Alright,
Probably will be.
so we've done an amazing job! And we've changed the face of the stupid internet forever.
Hooray.
Victory!
I hated this game, and I hate you, the viewer. So goodbye. Yeah? Anything else?
Why are you taking this Let's Play so seriously?
Yeah.
Bye.
That's our tagline.
Why are you taking this Let's Play so seriously?
So, bye.
We love you.